Oh, what's up, everybody? YouTube. Yep, it's Mr. Nationwide, and it's been a year since I've been on YouTube, and finally coming back. Yeah, it's just there's like a lot of personal stuff I had to take care of, and plus took a second job, and just didn't have time to film, and the list is going on and on and on and on. Because I mean, last year was pretty much, I would say, like in the middle of the like in the start of the year wasn't bad, but then in the middle of the year it went to shit, and then same thing with in the summertime, and then uh, let's see, August October fully recovered, and things got better for me at the end of the year, and I'll explain why. I'm just hoping I have enough time anyway, because I'm on break. It's on the second job at DoorDash, but anyway, last year I stopped selling cars on the side, and the reason for that is because one car I had a hard time selling, 2007 Nissan Altima, that for some reason people don't want to buy it, and it only had 129,000 miles in good shape. So I had probably about maybe 5 or 6 people who took a look at it, and the last time, because let's see, I got it for sale from back in October of 2020 all until February of 2021. And even that new job I had, I was going to sell to a female coworker who had a car like that, but it was a couple years newer, no, a couple years older, and so I could sell that car for her. So I was selling it for like $5,000. And the reason I didn't sell it to her because she thought that she was gonna get like $1,000 for a down payment and make payments. Like, no, I told her, do this, like get a personal loan for $5,000. So it'd be cash. Then you just give me that, and then I still, like sell you the car. But she didn't want to do that. Yeah, and a couple months later, from there, she got suspended because she called out at the last minute because she didn't have a ride, unfortunately. Because her roommate used to work in the same company, but she quit also, and so that I haven't seen ever since. So then I've stuck with that car for a few more months, and then until in February, somebody from Creedmoor called up and said, "Hey, I want to take a look at the car." Well, it was on Facebook Marketplace that I had it, and what happened was it was like far away. We ended up meeting over in Crabtree Valley Mall, which was maybe I'd say like 15 miles from Garner. Well, you had to go through Raleigh sometimes to get around, but it's faster just going through downtown Raleigh and then through Crabtree Valley. Okay, just check on something. Here, yeah, I'm just make sure the camera's rolling. And met up the guy who was taking a look at it, and well, guess what? He does not want to buy the car because the battery issue. All we had to do is buy a new battery, get the terminals cleaned up, and it'll be good as new. Fortunately, he's like, I know, he's too cheap for that. I said $5,000. The lowest I could take, would go for is $4,000. Yeah, and this is like from my former coworker in my old job who has a brother that owns a car lot over in Sanford. So trying to sell it for him, and then we split the commission. He wanted to give like $1,500 for the car, and I said to him, "You got to be kidding! This car isn't worth $1,500." Well, I'll just make sure I said that right. 1,500, not 15,000. So, just in case I said it, it was really 1,500. But the car's worth 5,000, so I'm not gonna go that low either. And I'm pretty sure my old coworker wouldn't either. And I said, "Okay, I'm going." Anyway, I was on my way back to Garner, and all of a sudden my lady friend called up. Actually, we're not even friends anymore, but she called up, needed a ride because, well, guess what? She got ditched on a date. She got ditched on a date because the date just took off. She needed a ride home. My mistake was that I shouldn't even gone to Crabtree Town to begin with. I should have just stayed in Garner. Another mistake I made, giving her a ride in that same car, which I should have just told her that, hey, just get a taxi to meet me over in Garner, and I'll just give you a ride back where you live at in Selma. And then, so I wasn't thinking. I was in a hurry to get out of there. And the road was slippery because it was raining for a little bit, and then it stopped raining. And then all of a sudden, I was going like 30 miles an hour. I put on the brakes and I skidded and I accidentally rear-ended a car in front of me. And it was a Ford Fiesta. And you'll think maybe the Ford Fiesta will get more damage? No, the car I was driving on, that Nissan Altima, had more damage on the front. It wasn't even drivable. The radiator was like leaking. It was nuts. The engine was still running, I got smashed up, but it was nuts. And then, explained to the officer what happened, and then, guess what? I called the guy, former coworker, and it turns out the car didn't have insurance. It's like, why the fuck would you have me drive a car with no insurance and expect me to sell it? That's fucking stupid. Like, I could have gotten in an accident on the way from Sanford to Garner, which was like 40 to 45 miles, and especially, I would have gotten in an accident. If I would have known that, I would have just towed in a trailer. Well, that's what I should have done to begin with anyway. If I would have known that, and if nobody wanted to buy it, I should have just returned it in a fucking trailer. Anyway, the car was totaled. And then, the friend that I had in my car, in that car, sorry. Oh, she says she broke her pinky. So then she was making up a lie saying that she broke her pinky. She caused a distraction where she was crying loud, where I couldn't focus, and been a distraction. And then I had my head turned like this, told her, hey, can you climb down? Because I really got to get out of here. And then, bam, that's where that car was there. Anyway, then her phone was lying, saying something that she had an uncle who's an attorney and wanted to sue me and all that stuff. And part of it was my fault, but, I got to deal with the driver and then the owner of the car. And then I'll deal with you next. And it was just keeping me from, doing what I had to do. And I had to take a second job because, my friend wanted some money for that injury. Because the doctor bill, was like $1,500 whatever, and then had me paying that every month, for $150 to $200 a month, which I thought was nuts. And that's when I went DoorDash and some other shit. And then I found out that got a call from an insurance company. It turns out that car did have insurance. It's just the guy didn't know about because that's really his brother's dealer law. So then, if he didn't know about. But there's another problem with the license plate sticker on the dealer license plate. Well, it turns out, the sticker that was on it fell off, and the officer told me that license plate was then expired. And then there were some strange things going on. Well, I went and talked to, the other driver in that car that I hit. I asked if there's anything I could do, whatever, and she explained to me that, the insurance company of that car, just gave some money, able to get a new car, and that was it. And everything's fine, good to go. And I asked her if she was injured, and she said no. And then I said to her, wait, you're not injured? No. Oh, no. Yeah, so then I look up on the ticket. I had the ticket. Well, the officer, I called him up, asked him a couple questions, and I asked him if he remember anything in the scene of the accident. Asked him if my friend who was in the car, if she got injured. If somehow he turned her against me to get, to try and, persuade her to sue me. And he said no, he wouldn't do that. It's between the driver and the passenger, and they'll take care of that stuff. He said he had no business trying to turn the passenger against the driver who got in the accident. And he said there was no injuries reported, and he told me if I was in an accident and it was my fault, and then the passenger got injured, and the passenger, would get insurance. Of course, they'll have insurance, healthcare insurance, and my insurance company probably would have paid some of it. But he said that in case they didn't have any luck with their insurance, they didn't want to pay for it, all they had to do was get an attorney to go after their insurance company, and then the court will have their insurance company pay them money. So that way I wouldn't have to pay out of pocket. And I was paying out of pocket each month. And then I felt like I was ripped off. And then, plus that so-called friend wanted me to buy some $300 worth of shit from Amazon. And, when I left the house, I went and got a refund return all that back, got my money back. And I decided to stop paying that person. Because I felt like I was getting ripped off. And then went to Small Claims Court, got some of that money back. And then there's some other shit going on. See if the camera's rolling. Oh, last summer, I was planning on having, was a classmate of mine from back in elementary school to come in, fly her in from Denver all the way over to Raleigh, over to Garner, that we go drive over to the beach. And I wasn't able to do that because, that stupid false lawsuit were getting in the way. Oh yeah, that's another thing. My so-called friend, was like saying, "Oh, if you don't pay for this money, I was going to get the attorney and serve papers over my house." Well, I called the county courthouse to speak to the county clerk, and then there's like no lawsuits pending on me. And then I got the money back, all that stuff, and it was some crazy shit. Anyway, I was able to, fly that classmate of mine over, to my house so we go to the beach. And plus, I was having problems with Yukon with the brakes. I ended up getting new brake lines. Well, extended steel braided brake lines. And I ended up getting a new master cylinder because the seals in there were like leaking, that when you push the brake pedal, that you can see right through there that there's bubbles foaming up. Got that replaced. And then, oh yeah, the license plate expired because I wasn't able to pass inspection. I was able to get it to pass inspection. And there's problems with the exhaust where the oxygen sensors are bad, and then keep on getting the exhaust leak where the manifold's at. I replaced the manifold so I get new studs in there. And I ended up buying a new Y pipe because the one I had installed back in 2019, that went to shit. So pretty soon I'm going to get that installed. So then, let's see, plan on doing, well, the summer coming up, I'm going to be going to Colorado. I'm going to fly over there and just, meet up with some friends, catch up, and I was thinking maybe take a trip to the mountains and maybe go on a group hike. And maybe check out Illich Gardens, Six Flags Illich Gardens, and maybe Waterworld that's over in Flower Heights. But when I went on the website, I looked at the schedule and is that place closed? I don't know. I better ask my friends over there to see if it's open or closed or whatever. Yeah, so hopefully it'll be a good trip. It's going to be a 3-hour flight, non-stop. Yeah, so things changed a little bit here and there. And then I finally I came back to the gym. And so forth. And then, let's see. What's some other shit going on? Oh, about my lawn tractor. Well, I accidentally, mowed on some kind of fucking, I don't know, it was some kind of cover that goes to a pipe that the town of Garner had installed, on the front lawn. And accidentally mowed that and ruined the spindle for the blades on the deck on my lawn tractor. And what I ended up doing, well, it took a little longer anyway. I ended up getting a new spindle, new blades. I was able to get that back on. I took the deck off the first time. And then I got new tires for it in the rear. But, I put the air tubes on it, but the one air tube was leaking. So I bought a new air tube, but I can't find my tire spoon. So it looks like I need to get another tire spoon, install that, put that back on, and shit like that. And it'll be good to go. And then, another thing, I need to get the new wheels and tires in the front. And I'm going to try to paint back to its original color. I'm going to buy another either a lawn tractor or a garden tractor that I can use that for play. The one I got, I'm going to use it for work. Hopefully I'll be able to mow some lawns too, for some money. Because, working DoorDash, I still got my current job. Working DoorDash, it's just getting fucking slow. I was working Uber Eats and, I made more money. I was able to make $100 within, 5 hours. And then by, 8 hours, oh yeah, I made $140 that day. Well, good money though, stuff. DoorDash, it's fucking slow. I've been on break for half an hour. Nothing's happened yet. So it looks like I had to move to a different spot. Well, it's going to take a little time to upload this video. I need to probably put the YouTube ad because I got my old phone. I don't want to be using my new phone for filming. Yeah, that's another thing. This old phone I had, for some reason I couldn't film videos, and there's pictures there. It has smaller gigs, 16 gig memory. The new phone, I got 32 gig, so it shouldn't be that bad. So just keep a lookout on new videos. We'll see you around. Later.